we on?
If you could hear. All right, Shalom. We're going to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
That belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the whole people like that day. Akim to the Dakim that do this thing in the most truth and sincerity. All right. We're the brothers of Great Millstone. We out here, indoors this particular week. But, you know, it's all about going out there on the highways and byways, of course. But we also have the internet highways and byways that does the heavy lifting. But we're still doing, all right, what the Lord commanded us to do. And that's to go out and warn our people, teach our people, tell them, you know, the coming prophecies that's in store for them. Go to 2 Ezra 15:1, Book of Shabbat.
And I was just going 2 Ezra 2.
That's the spirit.
Is it 15:1? This is 2 Ezra 15 verse 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people."
Yeah, who's the Lord's people? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans of their father's lineage, all right? Because, you know, what your father is, that's what you are, in terms of nationality. You know, your mother does play a part in your behavioral changes and how your upbringing per se, but in terms of nationality, the Lord is dealing with the fathers, all right? The scriptures in the book of Numbers says they determine their pedigree by the decree of their fathers, all right? That's how come when you conquer a nation, you kill off all the men, kill off all the males, all right? What were they doing in Egypt when they wanted to bring down the number of Israelites? Kill all the firstborn males. Why didn't they kill the females? Because the females don't carry the lineage. Right.
And if I can add real quick too, they even show you that in the animal kingdom. Whenever like a new
lion.
you know, a lion, the hyenas, whenever like a new lion come around, they kill off all the old king's offsprings because they don't want them to grow up and turn against them. And then they impregnate all the women. And those other female lions willingly submit themselves to have their cubs, man. Continuing on in 2 Ezra 15:1. It says, "Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord."
Yeah, so this ain't I was speaking. Look, man, this is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai speaking through us at the end of the day. You know, we don't take any glorification and I'm the best speaker and look how well I speak and, you know, I'm coming up with all these different. Nah, man, we just flowing through, you know, the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai when we do this teaching thing, man, because this thing is spiritual. A lot of people don't understand that. They think this is something like a black group or some shit like that. Nah, this is a spiritual thing. In fact, the brother before we started up, he said, "Yo, you got anything?" I just say, "Yo, just turn the camera. We flow in the spirit because I know through the spirit of power Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that the Lord's gonna put the spirit on us to bring out His word." Right?
Verse 2, "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true."
Now, what does it mean that they're faithful and true? Can you go to Isaiah 55:11, Book of Shah? Yeah, because a lot of people don't believe the things that we go out there and speak through the spirit because it sounds far-fetched. You know, a big black man coming down on a giant UFO and blasting America with laser beams, and it sounds like something out of a sci-fi novel. So, but the Most High have it that way because He doesn't want it to be easily believed by everybody. Go ahead.
Isaiah 55 verse 11, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of thy mouth. It shall not return unto me void."
Right, the Lord's word is not going to return unto us void. What do you mean, empty? So these prophecies aren't empty. In fact, the prophecies have come to pass. We're still living in Bible times. There's things that's coming to. There's things that we're doing now in the present that the Bible spoke about in the past, dictating what we'll do in the future. So in other words, the Bible was written way back when. And it spoke about our future events in the past tense, meaning it already happened. Okay? America is already destroyed in another dimension. We just have to play it out in this one. Go ahead.
"But it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereto I sent it."
Right, so the Most High words does not go out void, man. If He says America is going to be destroyed, that's what's going to happen. If we speak about martial law, Jacob's trouble, all right, 2/3 perishing, all right, these nations going into slavery, it's going to happen. Isaiah 14:24, Baba Kashaf, brother. Just to back up that one.
Isaiah 14:24. "The Most High of hosts had sworn, saying, Surely as I have taught, so shall it come to pass, and as I have and as I have purposed, so shall it stand.
Right, so as the Most High is written, so shall it come to pass. You know? That right there cuts the notion of free will, because if there's free will and you can do whatever you want to do, that means prophecies can be upsetted. But it can't be that way. Alright? Let me get this precept real quick too. I believe it's Lamentations 3:37. You could check that?
Lamentations
3:37. I think so. Let me see.
Lamentations.
Who is he that say it coming to pass when the Most High commanded it not?
37. Yeah. Yeah, it said, yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Lamentations 3 verse 37. Who is he that saith, and it cometh to pass when the Lord commanded it not?
Exactly. Nothing. This is why we say Lord willing. You know, because we could say we're gonna do this and that, but if it's not in the Lord's will, it ain't gonna happen. You know, if when I write down my goals, I say Lord willing. So I have a particular goal, but I hope and pray it's in the Lord's will that this thing comes to pass. I'm not gonna do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not me doing shit. It's the Lord willing it. Okay. That's what really separates us from like these people in the world that talk about the secret and manifesting the shit on your own. Hell no. We can't manifest shit on our own. If it's not on the Most High's program or agenda, it will not come to pass. Okay? So, go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms 37 verse 23.
You break it down?
The steps, it says the steps of a good man are ordered by the Most High. When it says good man, it ain't talking about someone who's wants to be like a good Samaritan, a good American. Oh, I did my good deed for today, right? It's talking about a man of the Lord, a good man, a man that's striving to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua in truth and sincerity. So it says the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighted in his way. Yeah, man, that good man that's being ordered by the Most High delights in his way, man, because we know at the end of the day that the Most High, Yahweh Shemashai, directs our steps. Whether we had a bad day today, the Lord wanted that to happen for whatever reason, man, okay? Whether it's a bad day or a good day, everything that we do is the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So that's why, like the older brother was saying, anytime we want to do something, we say Lord's will, you know, or Abaratazah in the Hebrew, man, because we know the Most High controls everything, man, good and evil. It tells you in Isaiah chapter 45.
Yeah, you could be in the best health, you know, best possible health, and you already thinking, you know, what you're gonna do X amount of years from now, and you know, I'm so good on my health, and the Most High just give you some crazy ass heart attack or some shit. So this is why we don't get beside ourselves, man. And, you know, the herbs are working, and we envision then you pray for another day. You know, scriptures tell us what is our life but a vapor, because you could be here 1 minute, next minute you're gone, man. In fact, get 1 Samuel 2:6. Bokasha. It's in the Most High. Yo, people forget that, man, especially the so-called white man making all these movies and so-called white man, you know, like this nigga James Cameron, we doing a 3-part Avatar trilogy. How you know you're gonna be around for that third one? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
This is 1 Samuel 2 verse 6. The Most High Yahweh kill it and make it alive.
The Most High is the one that. So wait a minute, you got these people Satan. Scriptures in the Apocrypha tell you the fool curses Satan. Satan doesn't. Satan don't do nothing without going to the Most High first. In fact, when you read the first chapter of Job, the Lord said, okay, you could do these things. I'm allowing you to do these things to Job, but don't kill him. Satan had to follow that order. All right? Satan is in order. Okay? That might puzzle certain people and, you know, trigger certain people, but Satan is in perfect order with the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua deals with both sides of the spectrum. Scriptures tell you I formed the darkness and the light, or vice versa, light and darkness. All right, the duality of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he controls both sides of the spectrum. Okay, so he's the one that's doing the killing and bringing the life. He's ordering it. Go ahead. There's more.
It says, the Most High Yahweh kill it and make it alive. He bring it down to the grave and bring it up. The Most High Yahweh make it poor and make it rich.
Wait a minute, so the Most High is the one that really determines, because the scriptures tell you the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the so-called white man with all his wealth and everything that he gotten, it was the Most High that gave it to him. And so sure enough, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to take it away in due time. because wealth has been translated from one kingdom to the next for their wickedness. But when it comes back to Yahushua now, it's going to stay there forever because there will be no wickedness. Keep going.
It says, he bring it low and lift it up.
Yeah, the Most High is the one that could bring you up and bring you down. There was a period of time a lot of brothers were down. Now a lot of brothers are up. But, there's ups and downs in this thing, man. You get promotions or you get a good job. And I know when I get a job, man, I pray the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, make me like Joseph. Make me like Daniel in this job, Bless my hands, bless my brains to make wise decisions. That I may be magnified in my role. Let me do my role well. And of course, when you get that job, you got to put up some curses on the haters. So I don't know who the hell be hating, but I always say in my prayers, Lord, whoever is gainsaying against thy prophets in secret or publicly, that their own mischief fall upon their own heads 100-fold. That's something I put up every day, man. So you pray that the Lord bless you, and then you pray the Lord curse those that's trying to see your downfall. See, go ahead.
It says, he riseth up the poor out of the dust, and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill.
Right, so all Israel right now as a whole, all right, is going to get lifted up. Because there's a lot of Israelites that are doing really well. You got certain Jakes doing better than Edomites. But our people as a whole, when you talk about collectively, we all got to get lifted up, and that's what we're waiting for. Now 2/3 got to perish in the missiles first. Okay, but guess what? They're going to be brought back in the kingdom of heaven. You know what? When we talk about the kingdom and how glorious it's going to be and the things we're going to be doing, it might sound far-fetched, but if you think about this, I was looking this up. In the observable universe, right? Meaning when Esau says this is what we can observe, there's over 2 trillion galaxies. That's insane. And that's just what they could see. The universe itself is so massive. There's just so much shit we don't even know. Traveling time, traveling different spaces, wormholes, and it's gonna be a ton of stuff to explore. And like I said, one thing I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna watch the creation, Lord willing, the kingdom. I'm gonna watch the creation from beginning to the destruction, like a movie. What's 6,000 years? What's 12,000 years or 13,000 years to eternity? I can wait. Watch the movie, man. You know what I'm saying?
If I can add what you're saying too, like to us in the truth, it doesn't seem too far-fetched, because when you think about it, Esau's constantly searching, outside the earth for different places, different forms of life to see where he can set up his bullshit kingdom, man. So if Esau's out there sending out drones and different things to search to where he can, plant and create other civilizations, it's not that far-fetched for the men of the Lord to believe, hey, man, we're going to inherit everything out there in existence and just create life, man. We're going to have planets and different places like that, man,
Yeah, you right. Get Revelations 4 and 11, Baba Kashaw. Because the angels, they constantly created. Except for on the Sabbath. They rest on their Sabbath. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 4, verses 11. It says, thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power. For thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created.
Yeah, so the Lord is constantly creating things. They're constantly discovering new species. The universe is ever expanding. So it's just like a huge canvas, and the Lord, that's the angels and brothers play, you know what I mean? So we're going to be doing all types of stuff like that, like jumping in different dimensions, you looking, it's kind of trippy when I say these things, but like imagine, imagine the future us is looking at us now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of wild. Like a future us in the kingdom is looking back at us now doing this lesson. Like, yo, brother, we were doing that lesson. But that's going to be the wonders of the Heavenly Father. When you get into the glorious wonders of the Lord, and it tells you that in the book of Sirach 43 and I believe 46, man, you could just talk forever. Matter of fact, get Proverbs 25 and 3. Like, like the universe itself is massive, and then guess what, brother? There's another universe in the like microscopic world of things. Like inside your body, there's like 1 billion cells, and that's why the scriptures tell you He's the power of things seen and unseen. Because there's a microscopic universe in front of us that we can't even see, but it's in front of us. And guess what? The Lord has dominion to know everything about that. The infinite wisdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is just crazy, man. How the fuck you gonna think you can fuck with this, man? The Most High is on another level. Go ahead, bro.
It's in Proverbs 25, verse 3. It says, the heavens for height, and the earth for depth, and the heart of kings is unsearchable.
It's unsearchable. As crazy as it sounds, Esau knows more about space than they do about the deep oceans. And you know what's crazy about the deep oceans? You have machines that can't get there, but you got creatures down there chilling. I'm talking about it's pitch black. Sun doesn't hit down there. But yet those creatures are finding out ways how to reproduce and shit, and you know what I'm saying? Tell me that ain't the Lord. A fucking submarine is being blocked. The pressure's too much. But you got 11-foot crabs down there. It's just their ecosystem. You see what I'm saying? So that right there tells you there's bounds. The Most High's put bounds on different creatures He's created. That's how we know the so-called white man ain't go to the moon. Because that's a bound that he can't pass. The scriptures tell you flesh and blood can't inherit the kingdom. So there's certain particular places up there in the heavens that this flesh can't go. You can send machines there. Esau sent out a probe in the 60s that's still traveling out there, and it's covering, a bunch of millions and millions of, thousands of miles out there. Okay, tens of thousands of miles. Still sending data back to Earth, but that data takes a while to come back. That signal takes a while to come back. And they still discovering shit, man. Don't you know the planet Earth is like a little dot compared to the sun? Sun's enormous, brother. You can look this up on YouTube. And you got suns bigger than our suns. So, I'm not saying marvel at the sun and marvel at the thing, but marvel at the wisdom of He that created it. And that's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So shit, brothers, we really don't got nothing to fear or worry about, man, because that's our power. That's the one that's fueling us. Was there more in that 1 Samuel 2?
In the 1 Samuel?
In the 1 Samuel 2 and 6? No, save Ezra's. Because you still on 2 Ezra 15 and 2, but in 1 Samuel 2 and 6, I think it was, does it mention about healing? I know there's one that says the Most High healed. Yeah, man. See, how about Shem Yahushua, man? Can't magnify Him enough. I always say, man, we could do a live stream right now. And brothers just glorifying the Lord nonstop, 24/7 till the missiles drop, and it still ain't enough. That's how just the glory of the Lord is just,
It's more, but this one doesn't go into the healing.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking about the one in Deuteronomy. All right, let's go back to 2 Ezra 15 then.
2 Ezra is 2 Ezra is 15 and
Is it 2?
Yeah, verse 2. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Verse 3.
But now, hold on now. Written in paper, what's the modern day version of that? Doing a lesson. Because at one time it was being written on stone. Then it went to papyrus scrolls. Then from papyrus scrolls it went to books, and from books we have this. We have the phone. So when we do our lessons, we try to make them plain. Like, yeah, we just went on a tangent going into the deep craziness of the Lord, but sometimes, for the most part, our lessons are pretty simple, and we issue out there, put it out there, into the ether, into the world. But we keep it simple. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee.
Yeah. Remember what I talked about. You got people that, put enchantments and really want to see brothers fail. You got demons out there that want to see you fail. You wasn't fucking right. You wasted your life. Oh, you did that for that stupid shit? Talking shit about the truth? Wanted to see you fail just in life. Because they demons. Right? Scripture says, fear none of that shit, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is with us. Go ahead.
It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
That's their unbelief, man. Alright? They don't believe in you. They don't believe in what you're doing. You know? You got people that want to see you stop teaching this thing, man. So they could say, shit, see, we were right. That nigga did waste his life. Fuck them. Alright? In their unbelief. We're blessed with faith. The Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has gifted us with faith. That's in the book of Ephesians 2 and 8. What does the word incredulity mean? You get Romans 3 and 3. Incredulity means their unbelief, man. Alright? But we believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We believe in each other, man. You know, we believe that we believe Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is working with the apostles and the brothers. And we believe the Most High is going to have mercy upon us and our families, and Lord willing, give the hope for the left. We have faith in that. Fuck what others think, man. There's a Jamaican proverb that says, if the Lord can't make everybody happy, how can you? So don't try to seek the validation of these people out there in the world that don't believe in you know, in the course of action you're taking. Just know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua got us. And the words that he's speaking in the book shall come to pass. Go ahead.
Romans 3 verse 3. For what if some did not believe?
Yeah, really, that word is, some should be many. Because many don't believe. You know? Some you might think, okay, that's like a 50-50 split. Really, it's like a 90-10 split. Most people won't believe this. Alright? And if they do call themselves Israelites, they're not going to get to the, you know, where GMS is at, really. Not the big, great millstone up, but just like, you know, talk about like getting over the rape doctrine. And they'll get offended on a lot of things. Multiple wives. You know? Go ahead.
For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the power without effect?
I'll give you a prime example. You got Israelites that call themselves Israelites and, you know, bring up with the 12 tribes, but they don't believe the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. Even that dude Joe Rogan saying it. Alex Jones is saying it. People in the world are saying, yo, that's the mark of the beast. But these Israelite groups don't want to say it. Why? Because a lot of them have been paid off. Okay? They know if they tell people don't take that, they will leave the congregation. Hey man, you have 100,000 followers, $10 each, that's $1 million in revenue coming in just off tights. And I'm being modest. So that's why the scripture says the love of money is the root of all evil. Because ain't nothing wrong with really loving money per se. You know, I love making money. Me personally, I love making money. I like seeing more money come in my account. I like working hard for my money. But do I love these things more than the Most High? Get the fuck out of here. Hell no. But guess what? You have certain individuals that will put that before the Most High. And that's where the corruption starts. So when you start taking away and adding to the word for some goddamn money, then you're doing some evil shit. Okay? I don't want no brother coming in, damn man, I'm working 10 hours because I love money, man, I'm going off. Nah, man. The moment you start putting certain things before the Most High, that's when you're going off. And you shouldn't put shit before the Lord. Nothing on earth goes before the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, period. Everything else is secondary. Right?
If I could add too, another one of the big issue is a lot of these different so-called believers, they teach this prosperity doctrine. They think that you have to prosper in this society for the Most High to deal with you. But also you know that they're voided of knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because the scripture says the world is given into the hands of the wicked. So if the world is given into the hands of the wicked, and you're prospering in a wicked society, that means you're going to have to partake in wickedness to be up in this society. And then for you to be down, you have to be opposite of the wickedness, which is righteousness. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 33. It says, "Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners," right? And a lot of these evil communications are just the madness, the lies, the propaganda the East or the so-called white man has been pushing for years, you know. changing the mind of a lot of people to having them believe in his madness, man. Okay, but then when the men of the Lord come on the scene, preaching good doctrine, good communication according to the scriptures, they deem the men of the Lord crazy. Okay, because why? Because we're speaking against this wicked society according to the scriptures, man.
And I gotta say this, there's a degree to that. Because it's somewhat relative, right? Because if a man is making 6 figures, that's good money, right? Now when he start making 7, that's kind of like, okay, damn, that's a very rarity, but it's possible with the Lord, right? Anything's possible with the Most High. But then when you start getting in tens and $100 million, and you gotta say, whoa. Ah, wait a minute, like, how the fuck you did that now? You got what I mean? That's what that red flag, that exclamation mark, bing, that shit pop over your head like, damn, I mean, shit, I know the Lord bless certain brothers, but damn, 100 mil, how the hell you come across that?
Yeah.
Nate, $100 million, $10 million, and you ain't won the lotto or some shit, that's when brothers gonna have them big red flags, like, wait a minute, and you still teaching this thing and everything is Gucci? Nah, we got a deep dive, see what I'm saying? Cause I know brothers posted that thing in the chat where this dude got like 100K.
Yeah.
From a fundraiser, but that's not really no crazy sellout money in my opinion, man. $100,000 is, you could achieve that in a year, certain jobs. And the guy got like 60K subscribers, that's not some crazy shit. But you telling me you got $149 million net worth? That's when it's like, god damn, dude, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So I was like, there's a little degree with that right there, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, that was it for that. I'm gonna go back and second Ezra's, okay.
You read Romans 3:3 all of that?
Yeah. I read it over. Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the power without effect?
And I always say this, man. Just say you don't believe in trades and sit on trade track. See what happens. You not believing in trades ain't gonna make them disappear. So you got people out there saying these things, ain't gonna come to pass. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Only people that are afraid of ghosts are people that believe in ghosts. That type of mindset. Nah, man, the prophecies don't work that way. The Most I don't give a shit if you believe or not. This was gonna come to pass. What?
Verse 4.
You know when they're gonna believe? When all hell breaks loose. You could jump to Hosea 5:15. That's when they're going to believe. Because for a lot of people in this world, seeing is believing, right? So the Most High is going to have you see your family members get ripped apart by some zoo lion that escaped. When all hell break loose, that's when you're going to be like, holy shit. There's zoo lions, there's all hell breaking loose around me. Holy fuck. I never took that thing. But now you're going to be shitting your pants taking it serious.
You said Hosea 5:15, right?
Okay.
This is Hosea 5 verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
When all hell breaks loose, that's when niggas gonna try to seek the prophets, try to pull these videos up. It's gonna be too late, man. I'll be very surprised if a lot of these channels are still up in that day. They might have already shut down the internet. So it's just like, every Israelite you came across that mentioned these things, just like in that movie. What was that shit on Netflix, brother? Leave the World Behind.
Oh yeah.
And you see it, right?
Yep.
Remember they was looking for that dude that was prepping and shit? He was like, oh, there was this one guy, he knew this shit was gonna happen. And they was ready to risk their lives to go find that dude. That's gonna be brothers. And the apostles, first and foremost. Looking at shit, man, like, yo, this shit thing is real. You know what we saw that? We saw that in 2020. When they locked down everything and people was getting stabbed up. Every video the apostles was doing was getting thousands of views. And I'm just looking at this shit like, where the fuck all these people come from? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the comments like, where were you 1 year ago? That's when everybody was blowing the dust off their Bible and had their glasses on and pencils and taking notes. But when things calmed down, they went right back to being niggas. See what I'm saying? So when the Lord brings affliction, Jacob's trouble, we could get that actually, Jeremiah 30:7. That's when all right, Israel's going to try to come back to this thing and figure it out. It's going to be too late, man. Scriptures speak about the 5 virgins, some that were wise, some that were foolish. 5 that was wise, 5 that was foolish. The foolish ones didn't have oil to trim their lamps. There's something about this knowledge. You know, because the bridegroom tarried, so they fell asleep, and when the bridegroom came back, motherfuckers ain't got no light to get in the wedding ceremony, so them doors were shut on their ass. And them wise virgins was like, look, we don't got no oil to save you. We only got for our own. So that's how it's going to be, man. Go ahead, brother.
Real quick. This is Acts 5, verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the power rather than men. So we've been out here, the apostles been on the scene, man. The apostles been teaching longer than I've been born. And I'm 33, man. So the apostles been on the scene, and their elders been on the scene, preaching the Most High's word for a couple of decades, man.
Right.
And a lot of the prophecies that they preached, people was looking at them like they're crazy, calling them crazy, and they still are, right?
But apostles been teaching longer than they have not been.
Yeah. And it's going to be just like in the time of Noah. When Noah was preaching on the scene and the people kept calling him crazy, because it was like, you mean water falling from the sky? They just couldn't believe it. It just sounded far-fetched to them because they're like, water don't fall from the sky. Around that time, the water was coming up from the earth. So they're like, yo, Noah, like, you on drugs. Like, all the stuff you're saying is complete madness. But they believed when it was too late. When the water was falling from the sky at an extreme high pressure, where they was splitting, cutting their limbs in pieces, man.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing that's gonna happen on this side, when the chip becomes mandatory, and when Esau really come out with his draconian laws, and all hell break loose, and your worst nightmare gonna pass. They gonna say, oh shit, those men that was out there dressing those robes, they was speaking the truth. Where they at? By then, the Most High is going to remove his prophets from the corners, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, the Most High definitely has some sort of force field or something protecting that ark, man, because that water was ripping through landmass from the heavens above and coming out the earth, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was a sight to see. By that time, they was already gargling blood. It was too late, man. The Most High was like, shit, man, I gave you guys 120 plus years, man, to get it. I wouldn't be surprised if you had guys that was building with him for a little bit just gave up. Because he was very diligent. Now, I'm not saying that's 100, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's not written there, but I wouldn't be surprised if that, something like that would have happened. Like, some people might have believed for a little bit and stopped, but man, he just stuck the course. Imagine that. Imagine you the only one that believe. You know what I'm saying? Apostle El Tahar told us something. All right, off camera. He said you gotta pretend in your mind. All right, if you're the only one with this truth, what would you do with it? That's like, damn, that's fuel enough for me to like, yo, I gotta do my lessons. Because you gotta visualize that. That's how Noah was, and a lot of prophets were in that position before. But they felt like, yo, there was nobody around me that believed this thing, man. And they had to still keep teaching. Oh, who knows? When all hell breaks loose, man, you might not have a brother around you. That's how come you gotta cherish these moments, brothers. But we have our group chats and we could FaceTime and we could meet up at a bar and shit like that. It ain't gonna go forever. At least, on this side.
You said Jeremiah 30 and 5?
7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
This is Jeremiah 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. Damn. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Man, bro, we can't even describe it. Israel has went through a lot of shit, man. But Jacob's trouble is going to be like something we've never witnessed. And honestly, our doomsday bag is these scriptures. Because you got a lot of people out there, I got my doomsday bag. My shit is this. When shit kick, how you know you're going to be close to it? I like people that prep, you're not going off if you store some shit and you got some cans or. But I'm just saying, there's no guarantee you're gonna be next to that in that day. You know. It's not unwise to keep some, some water, some shit, a battery, energy. Especially if some brothers live out there in the woods and shit, man. So that makes sense. But there's no saying like what time is gonna kick. Are we gonna be in the comfort of our home? Scriptures tell you when people shall say peace and safety and sudden destruction. So we don't really know exactly the hour it's gonna kick. So this is the number one doomsday bag is these scriptures. Pursuant to what? Isaiah 34:16, right? Where it says, wisdom and stability shall be, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time. That's what's going to really keep our minds stable. Just like, you know what? That the Lord said this thing was going to happen, and you're just going to be putting praise up flying. You might just see somebody just, boom, get shot dead right in front of you. You never seen that. I've never seen that my whole life. Like, firsthand in front of me, no. But you might see that shit in that day, and you got to bring it, keep them scriptures back in your mind while everybody's losing it around you.
And if I could add too, that's why the Most High has us going through these fiery trials to prepare us for the latter end. Mm-hmm. Because you got brothers that's going through a lot of things that someone of the world couldn't handle, Yeah. Because the scripture says we are in a spiritual warfare. Because physical wounds heal. But it's when it comes to your mental and your emotion, you have some people who go through a situation and they're scarred for the rest of their life. Where it's like any little thing could just trigger them and they just break down and they just don't know how to function, man. But you got men in the Lord that has been going through strenuous, just mental and emotional situations. And the Most High brings us out of it. And when we look back at it like, damn, like, I really went through that and I overcame it. And we knew that's because the Most High, Yahweh Shai, was with us, man. So in those times, like the scripture says, it's going to be a time like never before seen. And when you go through the history, being delivered from Egypt was something miraculous. Seeing the angels and the chariots and the sea being parted. That was the miraculous delivery. Even with the flood. But the Lord is saying, hey, all these events that happen ain't going to have nothing when Yahweh Shah come back. Nothing on that, man. So the things that we're going to see, the Most High is just preparing this man. Like the brother was saying, man, someone could get blown out in front of you. But the Lord going to put that spirit on you and be like, all right, I got to keep moving. It is what it is, man. Continuing in Jeremiah 30:7, it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Keep going.
Yeah. So who's going to be saved out of it? The elect. Okay? The elect of the nation of Israel is going to be saved out of it. Okay? And 2/3 are going to perish. We don't want to be in a lot of 2/3. We don't want to be of that ilk. Okay? We want to be of the ilk of the Lord's elect. Let's do, since I mentioned that, we get Zechariah 13:8. Unless you got something, brother.
No, right now.
Oh, Zechariah 13:8, man. 2/3 ain't gonna make it, man. That's a lot you don't want to be. We want to be a part of the 1/3.
This is Zechariah 13:8.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land, save the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Yeah, 2/3 therein shall be cut off and die. All right, 66.6%, all right, percent of the nation of Israel ain't gonna make it. All right, they're not gonna make it. So this message that we're teaching, guess what? It's not for everyone. Okay, well, we're teaching it to everyone, but I should say salvation is not for everyone. All right, the Most High has his particular people that he's going to save. All right? And the rest, well, they're toast. In the grand scheme of things too, man, that's another way to look at shit. Like, no matter what we're going through, at the end of the day, this shit is temporal. In the grand scheme of things, no matter what we're going through, America is going to be destroyed. everything is temporal that we're going through. It's not going to last until eternity. Okay? So we have to suffer what we have to suffer on this particular side, and guess what? In due season, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will deliver his elect out of this thing, man. And that's what it's about. You got something?
Yeah, I got something. See, this is Acts 2 verse 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Right? So they'll read this in the churches, but this is something I learned from school, and I also learned this from the elder. His name escaped my mind. Got his name from the elder. Oh no. Okay, so basically in school, they teach you, man, in order to understand something, you have to read a few sentences above and a few sentences below, right? So it says Acts 2 and 21, and it shall elder Ayatan. So it says Acts 2:21, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. So the churches, they'll teach you, see, whoever calls on the Lord's name will be saved. Trying to make you, because for some reason, they're trying to fit in everyone to be saved. The heathens are enemies, okay? And that's not the case. Verse 22, it says, ye men of Israel, hear these words. So the Lord is being specific about who, man? Who? Right? It says, ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahushua of Nazareth, a man approved of the power among you by miracles and wonders and signs, which the power did by him in the midst of you, as you yourself also know. So the Lord is being specific on who can be saved, man. It's talking about the people, the nation of Israel, specifically more the elect, man, okay? Because the elect are going to inherit the kingdom first, and then the 2/3 are going to be reborn through the elect. Like the brother just had me read, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. Okay, and the 2/3 are going to be reborn through the elect. So everyone can't be saved. And even the ones that know the Lord's name won't all be saved, man. Because you have people who know the Lord's name, they're just not really believers, or ultimately it boils down to them not being part of the elect. But this is for the Lord's people, man, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, from Judah all the way down to Issachar, man. The Lord's people are the only ones who can be saved, man. If you're not of that lineage, then you asked out.
That was it. Yeah, I would look on time. I think that's good enough. Unless you have something.
No, that's cool. It's fine.
All right. Well, this is a shorter lesson, but when we started with the Spirit, we flowed in the Spirit, and we hope you brothers are edified. So we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Hakadash, the lost of the apostles. Shalom, Yakim, stay strong.
Shalom.